Skibbity wop, skibbity bam, 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 bam. Welcome, Hala. Welcome. Welcome to the Friends with Benefit podcast. I just said welcome in another language. That's what I said. Welcome to the Friends with Benefit podcast. With me, your host, Kimani, and this guy that I just gave a job. His name is Charles Kaemba. And today, we're going to be having such an interesting time, as we always do. We're going to be talking about celebrating success at all levels. And I think it's one of the most important things to do. If you're faithful in much, or if you're faithful in little, you'll be faithful in much. So when you talk about celebrating success, because sometimes you feel like if you succeed at something, people want to compare it to someone's like, but it's not the one I want. And then they forget to enjoy what they have currently, right? So that's what we want to talk about. Celebrating the things that you have, and why is that important? Why is it important to celebrate things that seem small, right? Why is it important to celebrate basa? Maybe that's not the job you wanted, but maybe basa, like say, I don't know, where else you find a job.
Yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, my name's Charles, by the way. He's really hoping to employ people. He's got very good dreams, big dreams. Yes. Awesome. And yes, I just recently celebrated the fact that I have no idea what I was about to talk about. But anyway, I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, coming actually back to it, it is very important. Yeah. Who were we talking about the other day who bought a set of chairs and a table?
Weren't you at my sister's place?
Yeah. She bought a set of chairs and a table, and that was beautiful because I was like, because we got into the house and then we saw this new furniture in the house, right? And we were like, this is so cool, right? And she was like, it's very good, thank you guys, and all of that. But to other people, at whatever place you are in your life and whatever small thing you will have done, other people may not see it as big, but it is personal progress for you. So I think it's very important to guys. My birthday cakes. So basically, what we're going to do from here, we're gonna crash the party.
We're gonna.
I see party celebrate. Cake. Anyway,
so even the people who just moved into one of my properties. Anyway, so when they moved in,
yes, people that moved into one of your properties,
they actually called someone. And they were talking about we moved in, and all the time, because they were on loudspeaker. That's how I know. All the time they were speaking, the other person was like, "Makurokoto, congratulations, what? Indimagukura, what?" I was like, it's so important to hear that, like, especially when you're making progress. It's important, even if we're not teaching. It might not be that our episode or our podcast right now is making us $1 billion a year,
or
whatever,
or even that famous.
Yeah.
It's but not it's even known that much.
It's like we're doing something, we're diligently pursuing something that we believe in, and it's important to celebrate those things. So maybe your even maybe your fresh is not someone else's fresh, but maybe your fresh is not so. Celebrate the small things, even family yako. Sometimes unosora na mdara wacho mama wangu anomakisa shadi mimi ndinokumomza wangu ari kuereka nditize nekusaidu because anzi mama wangu anotengesa pamusika saka panona ne boys pepe ndotiza ne uku. It's like there's a story I heard. Okay, so there was a mom and she had a daughter, so but her mom used to she I don't know what her hands were very bent, like I think she burnt her hands. But they were damaged. The mom.
Okay.
So she had damaged the hands. So what happened was the kid would come home, and then whenever her friends would come, she would go to her mom and be like, "Mom, can you please wear gloves because you're embarrassing me in front of my friends." So the mom would wear these gloves all the time because of the kid. So she would do that all the time and wear the gloves. And then one day, the mom forgot. So what happened was the friends were having they were in a room, and then the mom took like some cool drink, for the kids. She took some juice. So when she got there with the juice, she forgot to wear the gloves. So the kids saw the hands, and the kids were like, "Ooh, da da da." Then they left laughing at this girl, da da da. So then this girl ran after her friends, like, "No, please come back." Yeah. Anyway, she came back home and she was super upset to her mom. My mama didn't this. All my friends and now know like my mom is. Da, da, da. So the mom was like, "Look, I think maybe it's time I tell you how my hands got to be the way they are." So what had happened was when they were, so the mom says, when you were a child, what happened is I had gone to work, right? And the house was burning. So I think she was on her way back. The house was burning and you were inside of the house. So what I did was
they left the child without a supervisor?
I think there were people at home.
Yeah.
So when the house was burning, people ran out. But I think they left the baby inside the house. So the mom came back and so, so the mom went into the house, then put her hands, I think she fell asleep or something happened, but anyway, I digress. Then she put her hands on to pick up the baby.
Yeah.
She picked up the baby. So when she did that, her hands...
That's when she got burnt.
So when the hands got burnt, Anditi, the lady then, she went to get her, but so when she told the kid this, Anditi, the child then said, Mom, your hands are the most beautiful hands in the world. So I'm saying that to say, sometimes you don't know what are the things that you want to avoid. You don't know the beauty that is in things. Everything is beautiful. But if you don't look out for the beauty in certain things, you might miss it. And because you're not looking...
And also...
Yeah.
And also progress is a step-by-step process.
Yeah.
It's done in the little things, the small things.
Yeah.
It's like a business. Like you just started a business. Getting a shop per se. Let's say, for instance, getting a shop is good progress. But someone will say it's not progress because you haven't started selling anything. Getting the stock on its own, that is progress. And then actually starting to market the product that you're selling. Like if you're able now to take flyers and take them out, and it's also progress on its own, because if you don't reach out to the clientele, they won't be able to come and buy. Some of the people, yes, they may come, but the more you sell, that's the more you make, right? So all of these steps,
Yeah.
It's progress. So it's a step-by-step thing. And I did a video this morning where I was talking about society putting a lot of pressure on young males to perform and live up to society's standards according to what they should be at whatever level they are. And so people, I think, in celebrating whatever level of success, it's also based on what level you are at in life, right? Let's say if you're at school, if someone else has bought a car and you're still at college, allow them to celebrate what they're celebrating.
Yeah.
And if someone else is at college and saying, I just bought a laptop, right? And they didn't have a laptop and you've got like 4 laptops at your house, allow them to celebrate that, because at the time at which they are in their life, that is progression for them. So these very small steps, things that don't seem to be so amazing or very grand, or things that when people look at and say, because so buying a phone is good progress. Buying a phone, having a cell phone on its own, that is good progress. But nobody sees you with a phone every day. So some people may say, but you moved from a position of not being able to communicate with people via cell phone to a position of being able to do that. Now you can go online, you can text people on WhatsApp. And in as much as other people may think it's not even a big success, it is for a lot of people. Because if we look at statistics, I think maybe we've got 7 billion people in the world.
7 billion.
And stats say about 3 billion are online. About 3 billion people are online. So if one person, or if 5% of the other 4 billion go online, that is progress for them, because they just got connected to a world they were completely disbanded with. So it's very important to start celebrating these small steps
and also
heading towards great success.
Sometimes it doesn't mean that if someone else is successful, it means I'm not going to succeed. Like someone else's success does not diminish or does not overshadow your success. Like if someone else wins at something, celebrate that with them, and if someone else is in a bad state or whatever, don't celebrate that, help them. But I'm saying it doesn't mean that let's say for example, Anditi, you want to get married, right? But then your friend comes along and then gets married before you, for example, or all your friends get married before you. Your younger sister is getting married before you. I mean, mwano sister wako mudiko or just got married and you no one is asking you out, not even to like kana ngono chero mvura po kumgodi or whatever, I don't know. Like no one is asking you out. It's like it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. You can celebrate success, also, the success of other people, even if it seems like yours is not happening. It doesn't mean that if you celebrate success, my success is not going to happen.
Yeah.
So learn to celebrate other people and learn to celebrate yours as well. Maybe before you couldn't do certain things or certain things you couldn't do. Now you have the opportunity to do those things, and they're not the ones you thought. Maybe when you were single, but Budi is not, strive masiwa yet. Shout out to the good doctor. He's not strive masiwa yet, right? But he's striving, He's going somewhere.
I see what you did there.
You see what? Come on now.
I see what you did there.
But he's striving. He's going somewhere, right? And maybe, he's not the guy you want to show to your friends. Oh my gosh. Maybe he doesn't even look like that. But he's somebody who cares about you, who loves. Celebrate your relationships.
Also, I think it's good, there's stuff like, let's say, you're in a family where everyone else got married and you're the only one. And then when you get married and your lobola is paid for or it's a wedding, and people say to you, maybe they got married or they had a wedding maybe 10 years before you or, years before you. And when it's your time, people say, come on, how can you be so excited about a wedding? I mean, everybody has had a wedding.
Yeah.
It's nothing big.
Yeah.
That has suck factor to it for a person. It makes you feel like the level at which you are in life doesn't, is not all that important. But I want to say it's very important. Even if other people don't want to celebrate it with you, learn to celebrate it on your own. Because it's important for you to acknowledge that whatever position you are in life and say, you know what, now I'm married. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I've moved from not having a partner that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with to being with an actual someone. And we're going to plan together, and do bigger and greater things. So, because a lot of people do this, like, just bought a car. I mean, everyone's buying a car,
But
it's the thing is, you've got to celebrate it, because you know what? Celebrating it for you also gives you the drive to want to work to get better things, to do better, to do bigger. Because celebration means there's been good progress. So it also motivates you. It's self-motivation to work towards more progress in life. Don't wait for people to celebrate with you if they won't. It's good for people to join with you and celebrate with you, and for you to join with them and celebrate with them. But if they won't, it shouldn't be a suck thing for you. It shouldn't give you that suck factor that just be like, so I mean,
no one
everybody had a wedding. It's like a chichi no shamsira pamchato. That's a very big and beautiful thing, because you know what? It's God instated. So you must really celebrate that.
And you're also celebrating the testament of your character as well. Like imagine, buying a car is not easy. You actually have to save the money to like getting married,
and be
for example,
disciplined,
and be getting married, for example, or whatever, getting a graduate degree at college, or whatever it is that you do attain, whatever level of success you do attain. It's like it's not an easy thing. It's not like everyone can do it. No, not everybody can do it. So whatever you've achieved, maybe watenga basco, like maybe baboya kumba, watenga basco, baboya next door, watenga fridge nyuan. Don't compare. Don't say amnyare. Don't compare,
because also
especially marriages, right? Like and relationships, right? Don't compare in families as well, but don't compare yourself family next door. Don't think that your trajectory is the same. Don't expect that your life is going to end up the same way that someone else's life is going to go. Like, be comfortable and be confident in who God has made you, and know that your timing and someone else's timing are different. So if someone else is celebrating, celebrate. If you were watching a bus score, but your vision was to buy a car, this is the other thing. It's like, don't prolong progress just because it doesn't look like what you want. So maybe don't think I'm out. But right now you cannot afford a Mercedes-Benz, but you can afford a March. Go buy a March. Drive it. Kids, also, celebrate. And that will teach you. The March is going to teach you. Is going to teach you how how to keep a car, how to be disciplined. My temptations and all my ideas are you're gonna see so many things. So that when you get to the Mercedes Benz, you're like, oh, okay,
you've learned. Your character has been molded. You're better.
But I will never drive a much until I have a Mercedes Benz. I'm not saying that's up to it, but I'm just saying smaller success is also necessary.
Because it's a process. You just don't jump to a big Mercedes. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It does happen. But let's not generalize it for everyone, because take a look at what basically actually happens in life. Realistically is success, right? Most of the progress that has been happening in our life is needs-based. Is needs-based success. You gave an example of somebody buying a television or a bicycle. The one that bought a TV needed a new television in their house, right? As opposed to somebody who bought a bicycle. They did it because they can't manage to where they from home to where they work. They can't manage to be on foot every day, or say, you know what, I'm going to pay bus fare. So they need to save the money they have. Maybe they're going to need to buy a fridge later, or maybe it's saving up for a car. They say, what if I buy a bicycle once and then I use it for the next year or two? The money I was going to use for jumping onto a bus every day, I'm going to put it on the side, right? Until it's a certain amount, and then maybe get whatever from my salary or whatever, and then buy a car. So most of the success that we've been experiencing in life is needs-based success. So don't say when somebody else has bought a carpet or a sofa or something, and you already have a good one in your house. Don't say, that's a normal thing for everybody to have. They needed to have it in their life so that life can get a bit more comfortable for them. And like you said, at different levels, your comfort zone is not my comfort zone, you know, because we're coming from different backgrounds. So when you're in a house, the things that make your house comfortable does not necessarily make my house comfortable. So when I buy those things and then bring them to my house, and you're coming from a place where that stuff is already there, if you get to my house, it's not for you to say, how can you guys celebrate that you just bought a sofa? I mean, we already had a sofa. But you know, we needed that. So we have to do that because we needed that. So celebrate with people that. And you yourself, when you've bought it, don't feel bad to say, I can't celebrate it because everyone else around me has it. No, celebrate it because now you do. And the difference is now there. And you can start working on other things, bigger or more or less the same, according to however you want.
And like also, Anna Mama or Anna Daddy, you know, or like in relationships, Anna Mama. Anyway, it's like, imagine if your husband or your wife buys you a dress, for example. But this is not the dress you want. Like, it doesn't even look like, it looks so old. Maybe Monica, you don't know what they had to do to get that thing for you. So whenever they give something to you, be appreciative, and even refake a dress every day. If you like, wear that dress out. Even if you don't like the style, even if you don't like, your mom just bought you a phone, but phone doesn't look like the phone doesn't look like the phone. No, like, use that phone every day. Call your parents. Tell them, hey, thank you so much. Why? It's a testament to your character. If you can be trusted in a smaller, you can be trusted in a bigger. So celebrate Kwauri, not just because let me celebrate so that I can go somewhere, but it's like, no, let me celebrate what I have because I didn't have it before. And it's a testament.
Appreciate your effort.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's a testament to the faithfulness of God over your life as well. So if you block yourself from expressing joy in WhatsApp, it's like, no, be happy because before you didn't have a phone. So now don't see all of this comes from comparing one. Like, don't compare relationships. Don't compare your life with other people because you're different. Your times are different. The way where you come from is different. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't be ashamed of where you come from because all of us are created equally and all of us are created intentionally. If God wanted you to be Mwana wa Jinimbi, He would have made that to happen. If God wanted you to be, but
to have a dad that's driving a Ferrari.
Yes.
By the way, Jinimbi wants a Ferrari.
Look, if you are listening or if anyone who's watching this knows Jinimbi, please let him know. We want to do an episode in your Ferrari.
One episode in a Ferrari.
One episode in a Ferrari. Yeah. So, that's what God would have made you. But the reason why he gave you those beautiful parents he gave you, the reason why, that even your body, Zimongoma are so ashamed of their own bodies.
In whose body would you want to be?
Or whatever. It's like, yo, if you have to make adjustments, but don't feel ashamed of yourself. Don't be like, hey.
Because that body makes you.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
So if you're like, yo, look, maybe you're like, hey, I'm chubby, I want to work out. It's cool. But if you don't lose that weight, don't internalize it and make it about you. Be happy, be excited about who you are. Look,
big is also beautiful. You need to know big is beautiful. BBW.
And small. But anyway, celebrate whatever it is that comes into your life, because that's how you attract more things into your life. You attract good by good. Good is attracted to those who celebrate.
Yeah.
Farao. Don't have that life. So something is wrong. It's like, yo, like.
And also, I think one of the other things that stops people from celebrating small success is being very used to non-progressive statements and non-progressive thoughts, like saying tunaenda kupi susu, come on, the poor life is meant for us. I mean, what can we do? That stops you. So when better things come your way, you most certainly don't notice, because you have conditioned your mind to saying everything around you is negative. Even when a good thing happens for you, you don't know how to appreciate it, because what you've trained yourself to do is always diminish whatever stage you are in life. And you need to look at this. People that constantly say, they never actually ascend. They're always staying where they are usually, or they're descending. They're going way below the point at which they are already. So,
and it's difficult for those people to celebrate with others.
Yeah.
Because they want you in the same place. And other thing is, to all the men, it's like, celebrate your women. Oof. Don't make your woman ever feel like she has to compete in a
like she's not enough.
Never make a woman feel
like,
oh no, but no. Always make your woman feel comfortable around you. Always make your woman know, even if I'm in a room with 1,000 women, his eyes are on me and he looks at me differently. Why? It's because don't make your woman feel like
celebrate if you're married. Celebrate the fact that you're waking up to this amazing person every day. And why I think I just need to say this. It's important for you to encourage your wife, because some women need to be told, even every day, even if she knows, wake up every day, tell her she's beautiful, tell her she's sexy, tell her she's hot, tell her she's amazing, she makes the best food, tell her everything. She's your woman, she's your wife. And women, please support your men. Some 2K, oh yeah, we're actually going to talk about that episode on Singles Friday. And
on the food thing, and so I had an idea yesterday about lasagna, and it. So it's like, yo, imagine you come back home and Mama, Australia chef, what's that show? Good chef, whatever, a chef show. Papa should be called lasagna.
Top chef.
Lasagna and Yabikochi, na top chef. My mom went, let me try it out, right? Then she tries it out, she buys the cheese, she buys everything.
Goes through the whole process.
She does everything. But Mama wants a sour to lasagna. Now you pull up. You walk up with lasagna before. Wind up on my chamu. My chamu akabikira mrumo wawo. So you come with chikireko. I'm sorry. I don't know. You
know. Restaurant.
No business trip. So you pull up. Mama would baba nasi special and ndakusutra special.
And she put all of that effort.
She did.
The amount of time.
Dude, she had to go on Google and find out, like, okay, so.
And make sure that she did everything right.
What Google is to South Yemunom Zimbabwe. So, Mama Novongo to Pijan. So the lasagna comes out.
Yeah.
Then you open your lasagna pepper. And then you have. Okay, it's lasagna, I guess. Okay. But anyway.
I'm going to go to lasagna.
Anyway, the lasagna comes out. And then you watch it. Don't be like, yes, and it.
Yeah.
And then you drink a lot of water, and then you tell your wife, you are the best.
But
you always is here. You know.
Then maybe later on, or maybe the next time when she's cooking, come and help her. Could you not? Let's cook together that lasagna that you made.
Now you're like, okay, so now you know what's wrong.
And you want to correct the mistake she made. Baby, you know what? I feel like let's put in a salt there. Oh, maybe I made a mistake. But you're putting it across in a better way. It's pretty good.
So make it fun, make everything, even if it's working out. Let's say Baba Chidumbo. And they want Chidumbo, it's sexy kwa uri. I'm saying, but like maybe what could do with Baba? I was not about to encourage with. But now what did I'm going to
6-pack? You're not interested in his 1-pack, but you want to divide it.
Right. What you could do is like you could suggest these things like, yo, let's take a walk.
Wait. I think we were talking about celebrating success.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. I feel like we are getting into more of the conversation that we're going to do.
No, it's like celebrating. Take that person out and walk with them in the park. Did you making progress? Hey, did why? It's because you're celebrating. Then and then you're like, hey, why I'm saying that is if you tell someone something nice about them that they felt uncomfortable about. If she felt uncomfortable, watch what happens to that person after that. They become more confident.
I think we got gumarenyu, maybe we got forehead. But anyway, Shona is just harsh. Shona is just harsh.
Gumarenyu, mama.
Baby gumarako. Guma.
Guys, nangu
I'm school zvakashata.
So don't fool.
And inangu I would prefer it just ndongotago mangoma wedzu. And inangu.
Your external.
And this could be me musati guma. Itako guma. Could be but gumarako. But inangu I don't know. I would find the other words. Inangu.
And also it's like people feel people feel so many different ways about themselves, especially women. I'm not saying men don't. So guys, comment mama but hey, but mama it's okay. Comment. I don't want to talk about the parts that I really want to talk about because because there are things I really want to. Anyway, mama, comment at soka. Ukonoti mkadzi nzara dzasviba. Usati izvezviri Teka ntora tengenonzi
nzara dzasvibera kanti nzwara dzasviba.
Whatever that means. Anyway, people celebrate the people that you have in your life. Please, guys, I know.
This has been Friends with Benefits podcast. This has been awesome and great.
And celebrate with us also because we're almost on our 10th episode.
So our next the 10th episode is going to be on a Monday.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us.
The family put it on over the family. It's right. No wrong. CCP. Pani andoti CCP. Close contact prayer. Guys, anyway, have a good one. God bless you and celebrate the small successes.
Yes.
Bye-bye.